Let's go!
I was checking out the scouting report, and I don't see nothing but bums. You and your whole entire world know that I am the one. You and your squad ain't got nothing for me. Hey. Your organization is looking stressed. What? And now that you haters is running from me, I know that you see that I'm highly blessed.
Here we go, here we go, here we go, here we go. Yeah, we live with your boy Coach G. Yeah, we live with your boy Monty.
You and your squad ain't got nothing for me. Your organization is looking stressed. And now that you haters.
Welcome into another episode, live episode, our second one. I said live, right? The Rewind, episode 38, live from High End Cigars in Scotch Plains, New Jersey. Monty Moss alongside. I'm going to introduce this man in just a minute. But if you haven't, please like, subscribe to our YouTube channel at the Rewind_GSC3, as well as follow us on all our social media platforms at the Rewind_GSC3. I did say we're live, right? Yeah! All right, we're good. All grace to the good Lord. Want to send our prayers out to all impacted by the terrible storm in Jamaica. I know we got some folks here. I got some family in Jamaica. I know Brian's wife is from Jamaica, so praying for all those that are in need right now. But train keeps rolling. We got an episode to do. I did say we're live. Yeah! That was just a test. We're good. Joined with me right now is the owner of High End Cigars in Scotch Plains, Anthony High. Anthony has opened the doors and blessed us with the opportunity to come here. You know, when the opportunity presents itself, you know, we're going to take full advantage of that on GSC3. So, Anthony, always a pleasure. Thank you for giving us the opportunity to come here. Black King, how are you?
Yes, blessings. It's always a pleasure to have a good, positive organization such as yours. Rewind, it's a pleasure having you guys. We're High End Cigars. We're located in Scotch Plains, New Jersey. We are one of the hottest cigar lounges in the country. Thank you for having us. We got the best members and the best customers. So thank you again. We love you guys. We got the hottest women working here. Got to come down and check us out.
You know, the power of the being a member of the cigar bar works, right? Like a few weeks ago, I was in Chicago. It's really dope. And I was at the cigar lounge, pretty dope spot. Owner comes up to me, goes like, hey, like, are you like member any cigar bars? Yeah, I'm member High End back home. They invited me to VIP.
Wow.
With the members.
That's what's up.
The power of being high. I don't know if any other cigar lounge already got away with that in Jersey, but High End is definitely the best. Let's introduce our co-host, Bryant Garvin, BG, Chicago's finest, Temple alum, 4-time state champion, over 400 career wins in his co-head coaching career. He's coached both football and basketball, and he is inducted into the Newark Hall of Fame. BG, we wish you were here, but I'm happy you're in the East Wing right now. What's good, B? How are you?
You see, I had to get my fake ganja. You know what I mean? My little fake one, you know what I mean? Respect. Power and respect.
Respect, brother.
I get my little chocolate at the end, so I got to pretend, you know? Respect, baby. Respect. Shout out to High End. You guys are doing great things.
Thank you.
Yes. You're doing great things. Yes. You're doing great things.
Thank you, brother.
Appreciate you. So, Brian, we are blessed again to have another great guest. Through 38 episodes, we have some great folks on. We're going to have some more great folks come on tonight. I can't promise you what they're going to say. It may be a hot take 2.0. I know we got some Giants fans in the house. We got some Cowboys fans. We got some Steelers fans. We got some Patriots fans. I said Patriots fans. And we here, Jets fans, got their first win of the year. So we're showing love to a little bit of everybody. But we got one more guest, right? Let's get him in. Haywoode Workman, if you don't know who he is, he was a second-round pick in the 1989 draft by the Atlanta Hawks. He is a Oral Roberts alum, inducted into the Hall of Fame in 2003. He deserves it. Played in 359 games in 8 seasons from 1989 to 2000 in the NBA. He played a vital role, if you didn't know, for the Indiana Pacers from 93 to 96. I will not ask him about the series versus Chicago. We'll leave that for another time. 41 playoff game appearances.
You better ask him about that. Better ask him. Shot-town represent, baby.
He is the third ex-NBA player to become an NBA referee. Wow. He transitioned to officiate work in the CBA and NBA Development League before being hired as the NBA referee in 2008. He became a full-time NBA referee during the 2008-2009 season. Workman's experience as a point guard provided him with a unique perspective on the game. He leverages his on-the-court knowledge for decision-making, communicating with players and coaches, and his overall basketball IQ. One of his most notable assignments for all my Lakers fans, I know we got a Laker hater here, a Kobe hater present. I won't say his name just yet. He officiated Kobe Bryant's last NBA game in 2016. Wow. We want to get Haywoode Workman. Welcome into episode 38. Appreciate you blessing us with your presence, taking the time out of your busy schedule to join us. How are things for you down there in Tampa, Florida?
Haywood! Haywood! Hollywood Haywood!
Hollywood Haywood!
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Thank you. Thank
big
you.
night
Thank
tonight,
you.
baby.
Yes, thank you, Monty. Thank you, and thank you, B. It's a pleasure being on the show. Tampa's doing real well. Tampa Bay, as we call it down here. Can't wait till you come down and visit.
Oh, well, I think you
Absolutely.
have to go.
Absolutely. We got to go down there. We got to go. E-ball.
And man,
who doesn't want to come to Florida? Who doesn't want to come?
Hey, look, hey,
not doing this season.
What? Yeah.
Woo.
we got a great lineup for you guys tonight. We want to appreciate Anthony again for opening doors for us on the Rewind to come on. I'm sure we'll find something for us to come back where he can sit down and have a little bit more conversation about his very dysfunctional, unorganized New York Giants.
Ooh, I'm going to leave on that note. Hey, fellas, I'm going to leave on that night. But listen, we got Giles Ship coming in here, a Philly fan.
Eagles. Fly, Eagles, fly.
World champion.
Yeah, that the Giants beat. I'm going to leave on that note.
Yeah, that's the world champions from yesterday.
From yesteryear.
And always a pleasure.
All right, thanks a lot for having me, brother.
Love you. Let's have
Appreciate
some
you
fun
guys.
tonight.
All right, brother Haywood, Bryant. Peace, fellas.
Business. I think one of our members here would like this. In the great words of Jim Ross, business is about to pick up. And Bryant, don't piss me off tonight. You've been warned.
Oh, you know I'm going to piss you off anytime I get ready.
Let's get into it, Brian, because last week you made a terrible pick by picking the Minnesota Vikings to win on Thursday Night Football. Shame on you. What were you thinking? You thought the whole Carson Wentz thing was going to work out. It didn't work out. But Chargers 37-10 was your final. Justin Herbert, didn't I tell you to take him throw a touchdown? Didn't I take you to throw over 200 pass yards? He did that. 18-25, 227 yards, pass, 3 touchdowns, 1 interception. Konami Vidal. We do know the Los Angeles Chargers have had terrible injuries at running back, losing Hassan Haskins, they've just been banged up, but they were able to get it done. 23 carries, 117 yards, 1 touchdown. But we do know one thing for certain, that Justin Herbert going to get McConkey the ball any chance he get. 6 receptions, 88 yards, 1 touchdown. Bryant, can you tell the folks why? Why did you pick the Minnesota Vikings when I told you last week to pick the Los Angeles Chargers to win at home?
Let's talk about your silly theory. Carson Wentz, he's a professional. He's been in the league for 15, 20 years, just like the other quarterback for the Bengals. He stepped in and won a game. I took that philosophy. Shame on me. I would never listen to you again because I knew that Justin Herbert was better than him. I knew they was going to win the game, but I went against the grain just because of what you said. But never again. I'm going on my own analogy. That is it. I am done with you and your picks.
Right. Whoa. I picked the Los Angeles Chargers to win Thursday night.
I know you did, but I'm done with what you're saying about players. You don't know players. I know players. I know the game.
That's why I won Thursday night and you lost. And guess what? We're both 5-3. So holla at your boy. Let's work.
I bet you I won't lose anymore.
Bet that. You already owe me a steak dinner, so make it 2.
Yeah, okay.
Let's talk about something that you really want to talk about, and that's your Bears on the road losing to Baltimore 30-16 without Lamar Jackson. Chicago had all the horses coming in with a 3-game win streak. Ben Johnson and his offense has been pretty much solid for the last few weeks, but you got a rude awakening after Baltimore coming off a bye week. Give us your breakdown on the Bears' struggles on the road against Baltimore.
Man, Caleb Williams has a lot of missing receivers. He's just on the delay. 2 different coordinators. Everything is all over the place. He just cannot get any type of composure with this team. His receivers are frustrating him. He's throwing the ball to Adunje all the time, and it's just not. It's just not working. The continuity is all over the place. Something's going to give. Do I think Caleb is going to be a quarterback next year? I don't think so. I think they're going to draft another one and move him somewhere else, try to trade him. I'm telling you, from what I'm hearing in the buzz, it's coming. He's not happy. A lot of people are not happy. The fans are not happy, and I think they're getting ready to make a move so the new head coach can get his own guy. That's my personal feelings. I think this is the wrong year to do it because quarterbacks are, they're fickle. But other than that, I think you still need to coach them up for another year or two. But then after that, you got to make a change.
Well, the good news is that you're on the road again this upcoming Sunday against the Bengals. But when we talk about the Baltimore Ravens, Bryant, we talked about it previously the last few weeks about the Ravens' struggles, even without having Lamar Jackson. But in my opinion, with this win at home at 2-5, if the Ravens are going to make a run at reviving their season, it starts now because you don't have any more room to lose in terms of the AFC North than what it looks like right now. But for the Ravens, it was a good bounce back for Derrick Henry, 71 yards rushing, 2 touchdowns. He did not fumble this week. Thank God for that. I'm sure John Harbaugh and the coaching staff got into him. But Tyler Huntley coming in for Cooper Rush, he did what he was supposed to do, and that's manage the game, getting 17 for 22, 186 yards, 1 touchdown. But I look forward to seeing what Zay Flowers can do moving forward. We do know for this upcoming Thursday night game, he's going to be home from his hometown, and that's in Miami. He's getting Lamar Jackson back, which is a positive. And if you're the Ravens right now, this is the time where you want to make shit happen. So are you confident that your Bears can win on the road this Sunday against the Cincinnati Bengals?
With this team is just they're so inconsistent. I'm always going to choose the Bears, but it just depends on which Bears team decide to show up. And Caleb he's got to have a good solid game. He's got to have a up top off game, but he's just got to stay solid and eliminate the mistakes. And he's got to see open receivers his progression earlier than what he's actually seeing, and it's late and he wound up throwing interceptions in critical times. Can't win games with having 8 field goals. It's just not going to happen unless your defense is playing steady. It's just what it is. He's got to capitalize offensively. Defensively, we're sound. They gave up 30-something points, but yet offensively you can give up those points as well. Put your defense in bad situations, what they kind of did this game. It's just something that some fixing they needed to do. I expect them to be up and down. New coach, everything's new. And I see Caleb as a rookie again because he was with 2 different coaches. Something's going to happen. We just got to give it time.
It will take time. Haywoode, do you have confidence in the Bears this Sunday, or Joe Flacco and the Bengals revive themselves and win?
Nah, I really don't. I really don't. Like you said, B, he's got to capitalize on those passes, and you can't put your defense in those predicaments to where you kick a field goal and they're scoring touchdowns. He's just got to stay solid and progress to make those passes, and hopefully they can get a win. But I doubt it this week.
Yeah, Ben Johnson's offense got to figure something out. Another week where Caleb Williams throws an interception. Bryant, always say for quarterbacks, take care of the football and good things will happen. But speaking of quarterbacks who take care of the football, it's the New England Patriots with another win this past Sunday, 32-13 over the Cleveland Browns. Damn. Love it.
You played the Browns.
Look, listen, we're going to keep this thing 6-2. Fun fact, I was told earlier today that if the playoffs were to start today, as of Wednesday, that the New England Patriots would be the number 1 seed in the AFC. Don't that sound good? That sounds like where we used to be in. It took us some time. Since 2018, we've been struggling to win. Our first time over 4 wins since the 2019 season with Bill Belichick is last year with the Patriots. But I'm impressed. Drake May, 282 yards passing, 3 touchdowns, 1 interception. Trayvon Henderson took care of the ball, 75 yards rushing. Mac Hollins, and shout out to Stephon Diggs. What Stephon Diggs has been for this New England Patriot team with coming in against Buffalo. He's been the great locker room guy on both sides in practice and on the field. We see him mic'd up all the time. His pregame speech is getting me ready to run through a brick wall right now. And he finally got his first touchdown to New England Patriots. So I'm happy for Stephon. And the train keeps rolling. But if you didn't know, in NFL history, there's only been 2 quarterbacks that have ever had 2,000 passing yards, 15 touchdown passes, and 75 completion rate through their first 8 games. You know that other quarterback is? Drew Brees in 2018. And the second quarterback is? Drake Matt Daddy May. He's earned it. And the Patriots are going to keep the thing rolling. And we're going to win again on Sunday and go 7-2. I beg your pardon. Oh, that's what I thought. Thank you. Appreciate it.
So
Brian,
Matt,
go ahead.
Let me give you the stat. Drake May knocked me off my mantle at the high school we both went to. So I was the quarterback at Myers Park High School in Charlotte, North Carolina, and Drake kind of took the reign and knocked me off the mantle. So
Wow.
It's not surprising that he's doing what he's doing right now.
No better person, I guess, to pass the torch to than future Super Bowl champion Drake May.
Yes.
Well, I'm not going to go that far. I think Drake May is going to. He's just having a
He's
nice
in the MVP conversation. He's in the MVP conversation.
Nice freshman year, just like my man from Washington had a nice freshman year. I'm just going to call it that's what it is.
May year two. Drake May year 2. He's got a new head coach. He's got a new offensive coordinator, Josh McDaniels, who knows how to work with quarterbacks. Ask Tom Brady. They won quite a few Super Bowls together. So safe to say, New England's in good hands for the future.
Yeah, for the future. And that's just not right now.
We got a better record. Better record than the Bears, no?
That's okay. That's all right. I'm not blowing smoke up Caleb's ass. I tell you that. I'm not blowing smoke.
No need to. He goes out there Sunday and he shows himself. You need to. You need to blow
That's right. Hey, Drake is doing fine. Stop. He ain't that guy. You're trying to give him like he's Brady now.
He's breaking a lot of Brady records, and that's impressive this year too.
He breaking them in 8 games.
Well, listen, for what I know, the Patriots are in good hands. But I want to introduce a very special man. He probably is the president of the world, including overseas international. But he's a fellow diehard Philadelphia Eagles fan. Fly, Eagles, fly. We want to introduce Giles Shipp. We call him Shipp in High End. Shipp is here. Now, I don't know if you watched us previously, but we don't play no games here.
That's right.
So you know what time it is.
Oh, yeah.
And when we talk about the Eagles, you get excited.
Oh, I love the Eagles.
So let's talk about the Eagles.
Games they play.
38-20 over the New York Giants.
That's right. 38-20.
We have Giants fans here, Bryant. So I'm trying to walk out of here on my own 2 feet tonight. I want to make it home. But Shipp, you got to be impressed. Bouncing back 6-2, 3-1 at home. Jalen Hurts, 4 touchdowns, 179 yards passing. A great rushing performance from Saquon Barkley. Bryant, we talked about it. In order for the Eagles to have the success, we know last week they had success in the passing game with Devontae Smith and A.J. Brown, both having over 100 yards receiving. But it's good to see Saquon Barkley back over 100 yards.
With his resurgent, Saquon, 150 yards, 1 touchdown on the ground, another one in the air. So he's back.
All right. Let's go, Shipp.
Okay.
So let's talk about the division. Right now, you're leading the division.
Yes.
The Commanders just lost this past Sunday, and the Dallas Cowboys just lost another game this past Sunday against Denver. You do have a tough schedule coming up with Green Bay on the road, and then you have Detroit at home.
Exactly.
Now, these 2 teams here, arguably, we know the Lions are a top 5 team in the league right now, and the Packers just won on Sunday night against the Steelers, which looked really good offensively from Jordan Love.
Right.
So let's talk about it. How much confidence do you have in the Eagles going into Green Bay, a tough place to play and a tough place to win this upcoming Sunday?
Yeah, tremendous amount of confidence in them. They have just beat the Giants 38-20 with key performances by Jalen Hurts and a resurgent Saquon Barkley. So we're going to keep that going. 150 yards for Saquon and a total of 427 for them. And the defense was dominant, held them down to 246 yards, and the record is 6-2. And there's only one team in the whole NFL that has a better record. All right,
Indianapolis Colts has 7-1.
That's correct. Absolutely. So Eagles are ready. So before you talk stuff about the Eagles, you got to take the throne. All right. The world champions.
In the great words of Ric Flair, to beat a man, you got to beat the man.
That's right.
The last time I checked, the Eagles are defending Super Bowl champions.
That's right. So we still got the crown.
Are you going to repeat again?
Yesterday.
No, we still have the crown until somebody takes. It's just like a prize fight. You're the champ until somebody beats you.
You are a champ until somebody beats you. How impressed have you been with Jalen Hurts? We know the first few games of the season kind of rocky in terms of his offensive performance, but he's bounced back the last 2 weeks. Last week he had over 300 yards passing. He was able to find A.J. Brown in the end zone. He's able to get Devontae Smith going. I will say this. Anytime those 2 guys are going with Saquon Barkley going, Eagles are a tough team to beat. I don't care what anybody says.
They're a very talented team, very talented players, and they've been going through a lot of different coaches, so that impacts the team as well. But the coaches have to find a way to keep them motivated. So I'm going to lay a lot of that on the coaches. You know?
Brian, you big on coaches, man. How impressed have you been with the Eagles the last 2 weeks?
Repeat that again.
How impressed have you been with the Eagles the last 2 weeks? We talk about coaching. The offensive play callings looked a little bit more different. We see Jalen Hurts getting A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith going early. What's impressed you?
Well, the running game is. I've always screamed about it, saying that in order for you to be a functioning football team, you got to have the running game first. That's without any doubt, because you put a defense on its heels. You got to respect both plays. At the end of the day, you make them one-dimensional as passing. And this, of course, is a passing league. But, Saquon, in my opinion, and this is what I said in the Super Bowl last year, I said that he's going to have under 50 yards before the half. I said that. And he only had like 38. So he's very easy to contain. Do I think Green Bay is going to contain him? I think they're going to contain him big time with those front four. Those guys can play. I think he's going to go back and revert to having a total of about 70 yards for the game.
If you notice on this game,
I always will.
More on the outside. They ran him more on the outside.
Hey, Brian, what do you say about Saquon?
Right.
He's more of a what?
And if he gets that corner,
he's a north-south guy. He just, and one thing about Saquon, you can run him on the outside, but he got to run on the outside going vertical. He's not that Walter Payton type, give you this finesse type running back. He's a north-south guy. You string him out to the sideline, it's pretty much you're going to hold him under 50 yards. And it's just been proven. Temple did 40-something yards until he ran north and bursted out like 81 yards off a spurt in the fourth quarter. And Temple won that game. But if you contain him and play gap responsibility, they have a shot at winning. And I think Green Bay is going to beat them, especially playing in that cold-ass place.
Absolutely.
Never that. Same thing they said about Buffalo. But what happened? Right?
Yeah, but Buffalo defense is not Green Bay's defense. It's just what it is. Well, Buffalo gives up a game. Green Bay is not doing that.
Well, what I will say is I guarantee that the Eagles won't hold the Green Bay Packers to 58 yards rushing this Sunday. I tell you that, because they got a guy in the backfield by the name of Josh Jacobs, and he knows how to find the end zone.
The following week, we get Carolina this week.
Sorry, 2 weeks from now. Shame on them. They should fire me now.
Yeah, we got a bye coming.
Yeah, I told you to fire you at the beginning of the show.
That's okay. You can take over the reins. You can take
Monty, you going to take that, Monty?
Hell no.
You going to
Hell
take
no.
that?
We good. Eagles are on a bye this upcoming Sunday. Correction, thanks, Eric. And they will return off their bye week against the Philadelphia Eagles and the Green Bay Packers on Monday Night Football. Joe Buck, Troy Aikman will have the call for that. Chip, it's always a pleasure for you to join us.
Oh, yeah.
You want to say anything to all the miserable Cowboys fans out there?
No, well, they're the team people love to hate, but they haven't produced. They have to get rid of their owner.
Yeah, they got a lot of owner issues, Cowboys fans. 3-4-1, which we're getting ready to talk about coming up right now. And I want to make sure we get you out of here safely, because you are a very high major guy. He's got the detail outside waiting for him. So once he leaves here, he's going home. So we want to appreciate you. Blessings with your presence on episode 38.
Monty, thanks for being here. The world famous High End
Cigars, baby. With Scotch Plains, New Jersey. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Thank you, brother.
With his luxury behind the humidor.
Yep, luxury behind the humidor. Appreciate it.
That's it. Okay, great.
Thank you.
And much success to you. Congratulations.
You're welcome back anytime. Anytime.
Fantastic.
Anytime.
Okay.
Cowboys fans, it's your turn. Oh my God. There's a guy by a name of Corey here. I put a bounty out for him. I couldn't find him, but he's showing up through the back because he knew if he came through the front, he was going to be in trouble. So let's get our brother Corey in here, who is a diehard Dallas Cowboys fan. 44-24 was your final. Where is Corey? Is Corey here? He's left. He was scared to come on, but the power of the pivot, Terry will take his place. Terry will take his place. Oh, man. So just for clarity,
presidential.
Just for clarity purposes, for those out there that may not have known, just an FYI, a few weeks ago, we had the honor and privilege of having Terry's daughter on the Rewind.
Yes.
And she came on, did the damn thing.
The Walker.
Shout out to the wife, Miss Angel Walker, who made sure, very easy. She gave her everything she needed, but she came on. I just couldn't figure out why she was a Cowboys fan.
Hey.
And then I look at you, and now I understand.
We
Why?
stars. Why? I mean, it's on the helmet. What do you expect?
What do you expect? Well, let's talk about the ass whooping you got this past Sunday.
Oh, yeah.
44-24 on the road in Denver, Mile High. Very impressive win for the Broncos. Bo Nix and Sean Payton dialed it up against the worst defense in the NFL. We know offensively what Dak can do. He can bail you out of games. But if you're going to give up 40 points in 4 quarters, the chances of you winning a football game are slim to none. Agree or disagree?
Absolutely.
Dak went back to Dak yet.
Yeah, a few interceptions. Yeah, he had 2. No touchdowns. 188 yards passing. Go sacked twice. Javonte was in the run game. Nothing you could do. But Bo Nix lit you up for 4 touchdowns, man. Let's talk about that.
Hey, listen, Dallas Cowboys defense, they can't cover a sick baby. You know, I'm sorry to say that. But, hey, we often have to, be scoring from the onset and keep the score going up. We can't play from behind for nothing.
Yeah, I always say, even the beginning of the year, Brian, I said the Cowboys' best chances if they jump on you early. If they're not getting 21 points before half, the chance of them coming back to win in the second half are more likely slim to none. They don't have no pass rusher. They gave away Micah Parsons away to Green Bay, who's been pretty much a jackpot home run for the Green Bay Packers. I mean, having 3 sacks against Arizona. We're going to talk about the Packers win just in a few moments. But, Terry, what must the Cowboys do to turn this thing around? I mean, right now you're at 3-4-1, second in division. I know you're not going to catch Philadelphia to win a division. But if you want a shot at the wild card, what must Dallas do to get that?
Well, first things first, we need to take care of our issues on defense. Our secondary is just horrible. The defensive coordinator needs to get a hold of that.
That's
secondary.
Brian's guy. That's Brian's guy. What's his name, Brian? What's Cowboys defensive coordinator name? What do you call him?
Ever bust.
Well, the way things are going, we might have to get a few Pop Warner guys and recruit them. Maybe they can do a little bit better than the secondary that we have. But it's painful to see our defense give up 44 points. At this point, they really just need to just try to make the record decent this year. But that defense, Jerry has to do a better job managing. Honestly speaking, I think he needs to fire himself as manager and put somebody in there that can make the good decisions and bring us back to stardom.
Stardom? How long ago was that?
That was when they had the VHS tapes.
Hey, look, Cowboys were winning Super Bowls in the 90s. I wasn't even born yet.
Yeah.
Fast forward, you haven't won nothing since.
They had
facts.
Cell phone wasn't even available.
Back in the day. And he hates to give him relinquish that control back to another coach. He wants to say that he did it. He just needs to go. Hell, he barely holds on hair to his head. It's just what it is. He's done.
Actually, Gavin, he is actually his own problem. He's his own problem. He's in his own way. Once he can get out of his way and put somebody in position that can really steer the Cowboys in the right direction, I think we'd be pretty good. Offensively, we putting up. We got one of the best offenses in the NFL currently, far as on the ground and in the air. However, that does nothing when you have a terrible defense. So, hey, what are you gonna do?
Let's get your quick preview for this upcoming Monday night game against the 2-5 Arizona Cardinals. The Packers knew how to beat them. Maybe you can share some analysis with the Packers fan or Packer coaches on what it's going to take. But you are home. We know Dallas performs better at home than on the road. What do you look forward to seeing this upcoming Monday night against the Cardinals?
With them coming in to Dallas, I think if we jump on them early with the help of our crowd, I think we do a pretty good job. That quarterback, he's young, but he's struggling. I think overall, I think they are enough. They're strong enough firepower to overcome the Cowboys, especially at home.
Well, Terry, we will see what happens on Monday night. Joe Buck, Troy Aikman, and the great Lisa Salters will be on the coverage for this upcoming Monday night game in Dallas. Bryant, Haywoode, do you guys have any confidence Dallas can improve to 4-4-1 or 3-5-1?
I would agree. Dallas will jump on them really quick and then hold them off at the end.
I agree.
Bryant, Dallas wins on Monday night or Arizona for the win?
Yeah, Dallas, they'll be Arizona. Arizona is not that good. So, I got, confidence in Dallas to winning that game. We could talk about the ones after that, but this one, they'll win.
Week by week.
Quick question, Terry, before you go. Will the Cowboys make the playoffs this year?
Sadly to say, honestly, no.
Thank you. Honest Cowboys fan, finally. It took us long enough. We meet delusional Cowboys fans everywhere we go.
Not
everywhere.
Delusional.
But I haven't heard any Cowboys fans this year say this is our year. So that's a good thing.
No.
Trending in the right direction.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Terry, appreciate you taking the time. Give my love to the wife and to your daughter. Your daughter's welcome back anytime, by the way.
Okay, I hope I'm welcome back.
But you can only if she changed her team.
Oh, that's
only
not
if she
gonna
changed her
happen.
team.
My whole house is Cowboys.
But she's a big WNBA fan. She loves Paige Beckers and the Dallas Wings, so she's welcome anytime. Appreciate you. We love you. Thank you.
All right.
Thank you, brother.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Hey.
Terry in the house.
Cowboy.
Dallas is in the house. And, it's going to be interesting for where we go from here on out on tonight's episode because this particular gentleman that I'm getting ready to introduce, he is probably the most annoying person I've probably ever met, right? He is a Green Bay Packers fan. And I want to get Eric here. So Eric, High End Cigars manager, Green Bay Packers. 5-1-1. We do have some Steelers fans here.
Yeah.
35-25 was your final on Sunday night.
Hell with the Steelers.
The hell with the Steelers. Let's get right into it, Eric. What impressed you most when we talk about this Packers and Steelers game on Sunday night? 35-25 was your final.
Jordan Love.
Why?
370 yards, 3 touchdowns, no interceptions. How they came out when they corrected after the halftime.
Halftime adjustments. Don't Bryant, you talk about that, Coach? Halftime adjustments?
Halftime adjustments.
Talk about it all the time.
And Brian, just so you know, what team is your daddy?
Watch yourself.
All right.
Watch yourself.
So, and Giles, in all understanding, Giles, 2 weeks you're going to have another L on your list because we all know who has the best November record.
That is true.
Matt LaFleur. Okay.
LaFleur.
And listen, this is when Jordan Love peaks. And I'm going to take a little excerpt from our buddy Colin Coward and said, Jordan Love has arrived. He is the 6th or 7th best quarterback in the league.
He is. I can make the argument that Drake May's ahead of him, but
well, that's because you're being biased. Because
no,
you're being biased.
No. Come on. No. Jordan Love's not in the MVP conversation right now. Drake May is.
Yeah, we're not worried about MVPs. We're worried about Super Bowls.
You're right.
We already beat them. So at this point, we already got them. So come Thanksgiving when we play again, we may not need that one.
Well, for clarity purposes, if you didn't know, the Patriots have won quite a few more Super Bowls than the Packers since 2009.
It's okay.
But I just want to stay on topic because you did play the Steelers in 2009 Super Bowl and you just beat them this past Sunday. But as he talked about,
also for the first time they beat them in
Pittsburgh
in 70 years.
70 years.
70 years.
Is this the year?
This year. Because listen. Bart won the championship, the NFC championship at 27. Favre won the Super Bowl at 27. Aaron won the Super Bowl at 27 years old. And guess who turns 27 this weekend?
Jordan Love.
Ooh. Okay.
Well, let's.
So if everything, and listen,
Atari 27, great.
Listen, one of the good things is we have one thing that not one team has in the NFL right now. We have a closer on defense. Let's talk about Micah.
This defense looks good.
Let's talk about Plainfield's own Rashawn Gary while we're at it. Let's talk about that.
Well,
and let's talk about our everybody talks about their safeties and their corners. Let's give Valentine his props.
He deserves it.
He played very hard this weekend.
He did. He did a good job covering DK Metcalf.
Yeah.
Personally, my opinion.
Yeah.
And what impressed me most when I look at this Packers offense, predominantly in the second half, we know Jordan Love had 3 touchdowns. Kraft was able to get to his spot, 7 receptions, 143 yards. Brian, he is my tight end on fantasy football, so thank you.
Yeah.
But when we talk about Christian Watson,
that dynamic of having him back
was amazing.
So that was the X factor that we were talking about.
It was.
Now to keep him healthy because he is injury prone.
He is.
But
so
it's okay.
You have to be impressed with what you saw from the second half because having Watson on the field opened everything up for Green Bay offensively, and it was able to just put holes right in the Steelers defense and pretty much give them a reality check because everyone was saying how good the Steelers defense is. They could be a top 5 defense.
There's one thing I could say about the Steelers.
What's that?
Old.
They are. They are.
Old. Hey, it's okay.
Well, the Jets got their first win this past Sunday.
Jets got their first win.
Let them be great. Let them be great. Winning on the road.
Kudos.
Shout out to Greg, who's here.
Hey, Greg.
Terrible 1-7 Jets.
1-7.
Congratulations.
Steve. Kudos to Steve Wilkes because he was here. Steve Wilkes did come in. Great guy. I think they're just. I think the Jets are just. They have such a bad cloud over them of how they're. I think the team needs to be sold. I think he needs to get rid of that. Woody Johnson has to. It's time to go into the sunset. You're a billionaire. You might as well just sell the team.
Yeah, I think one of the things that I dislike about Woody Johnson is his stance towards Justin Fields because the Jets offense hasn't really improved year over year, right? They had the same issues last year. We're having one of the worst offenses in total yards a game as an offense. This year, Justin Fields is pretty much coming in with everything new. New coach, new offensive coordinator. Yes, he does have Garrett Wilson. It's going to take time. Brian and myself both said there's going to be at least a 3-year project with Coach Glenn, and this is the growing pains that it comes with.
But question is, if you ran a team and had your son picking players with the off of Madden,
I can't.
My question is, I think the Jets draft another quarterback this year.
I'm not sure. I think if you're the Jets, you want to. Justin Fields can play. Let's not get away from that.
He can play.
Give him an offensive line instead of running for his life every time on third down. We know Bryce Hall is a pretty good running back in this league.
I think he gets traded.
It's possible. He's due for a contract.
He's going to get traded because
they got to get him some more help offensively. I mean, outside of Garrett Wilson, who else he's throwing the ball to?
Nobody.
I mean, you could put me at wide receiver, and I probably still can't do nothing for Justin Fields. But we get to move on to Thursday Night Football, and Bryant's 5-3 after losing this past Thursday. I am now 5-3. So Bryant, the playing field is even now. So now the real games begin, and we get the Baltimore Ravens on the road against the Miami Dolphins, who I'm definitely not worried about in the AFC East. But let's do our quick picks for Thursday Night Football. Ravens are coming off a bye, 1-0. I'm confident that Lamar Jackson return this upcoming Thursday night will do everything he is supposed to with this Ravens offense with Derrick Henry. And I'm looking for a homecoming game from Zay Flowers. He's from Florida, born and raised, high school alum. This is the game where he blows up over 100 receiving yards. I'm taking the Baltimore Ravens on the road in Baltimore to move on to 6-3. And who do you guys got for this upcoming Thursday night, Baltimore or Miami?
Well, I got the Baltimore Ravens. This is a no-brainer. And Miami Dolphins is kind of dysfunctional right now. A lot of things going on over there, and this is a chance for Baltimore to get back on the winning streak because I had Baltimore really getting to the Super Bowl because of their talent. They are loaded with a lot of talent. It's just defensively they are dysfunctional. It's dysfunctional. It makes no sense. So let's see if that bye week kind of helped them,
it did.
Let's see if they can get back on a streak to where I think that they can be there and still get there and just dominate the rest of the season way through. they're still my team of hopes.
Yeah, hey, well, before I get to you, the Ravens do have their next 4 games are winnable games, with Miami this Thursday, then on the road to Minnesota, on the road against Cleveland, and then at home against the Jets. Those are arguably 4 games that they could win to put themselves right back in playing field, and that's a quest to make the playoffs. Now, hey, well, who do you have on Thursday night, Baltimore or Miami?
I have Baltimore. I think, with the week off, playing Miami, this is what kickstarts their come back to getting to the Super Bowl.
Eric?
Listen, I got to go with Baltimore. Lamar's coming back.
Yep.
He's, he has everybody healthy on the offense. Again, our boy didn't fumble at all this week.
Nope.
So that's the key.
That is the key. Protect the football.
Got to protect the football, which they haven't been able to do. That was their first time protecting the football. I don't quite have them making the playoffs yet. I want to see a couple more weeks, because if this game is close, which I think it's going to be, then we have to talk about it. We have to look a little further into Baltimore. I think it's time for Harbaugh to go away. I think it's time. Listen, he'll get picked up by any other team that needs a coach. But I think it's time, for him. They need a new face.
Hey, Brian, John Harbaugh's got better job security than Brian Kelly. Boy, I tell you.
Boy,
I tell you. But it's time for Monty's Thursday night football locks, and Eric will have the opportunity. So would you like to lead?
No.
Because he's criticized my locks the last few weeks.
I have.
I've been up by 1. I've been up by 1.
I have. I'm
okay
actually.
But here we go.
Oh, by the way, not change the subject. Toronto's up 3-1 right now.
We're going to get into that. Shout out to the Toronto Blue Jays. Chris is a diehard, our producer from Toronto. He's a diehard Blue Jays fan. But it's time for our Thursday night locks. Here we go. Let's take Lamar Jackson over 150 yards passing. This is his first game back after a few weeks. He's pissed off. His team has a losing record. He's going into Miami, with a horrible Miami Dolphins defense. That should be a field day. Zay Flowers is coming home, folks. So let's take Zay Flowers anytime touchdown score against the Dolphins. And let's take Derrick Henry over 75 yards rushing. The Miami Dolphins run defense sucks. It should be a really good day offensively for the Baltimore Ravens. And I'm going to take the Baltimore Ravens with the spread, but alternate the spread to 3 just to be safe. Those are my hot 4, my fantastic 4, and we're going to strike gold this Thursday. What are your locks, Eric?
I'm going to go with Mark Andrews, 2 touchdowns.
Okay, so anytime touchdown.
Anytime touchdown. I think with Lamar back, Mark Andrews becomes that top 5 tight end that he always been.
Correct.
And I'm gonna go with our boy scoring one with his wheels, coming back,
Lamar Jackson, anytime touchdown, rushing touchdown. Okay.
And you know what? I think Miami covers right now. ESPN has the spread at 7.5. So I think that score. I think Miami covers that.
With the way that offense looks,
I really do.
I mean,
I still don't trust Baltimore. I know you got an MVP quarterback coming back. Everybody gets better when you have that.
Correct.
But I don't trust them yet.
Okay. Right. We'll see. That's Monty and Eric's locks for this upcoming Thursday night football. Eric, appreciate you joining us and blessing us with your presence.
Not
we wish the Packers the best rest of the way.
Absolutely.
Especially when they play the Eagles in 2 weeks.
Absolutely.
Interesting.
Listen, and just so you know, the Packers are the number 1 seed.
Tell them about me dressed like an 8th grade gym teacher.
Oh, listen, did we notice that Monty's not dressed like an 8th grade gym teacher today? He's actually dressed, you know what I'm saying? So, he usually comes in here, he looks like he just, he got mad at the kids and he made them run laps around the gym room for like
You're going to let him talk about
day.
me like this? You're going to let him talk about me like this?
Listen.
What's going on here?
Listen, I think I have to come. I think I have to come on and make him my sidekick on the show, Bryant.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
Okay, you hear that, right?
I'm just saying. And B, I'm sorry that maybe one day they'll move the Bears out of our division and you may win something.
Oh man, boy, he's tipping on that iceberg, man.
He's on fire.
I'm on fire. I'm like butter. I'm on a roll. You know what I'm saying? So,
look, I'm telling you, when did the last time that Green Bay won a championship? I wouldn't be saying 2.
That's all right. It was way you were way before that. You know what I'm saying? I think I was still in grammar school when you guys won. I think you had. I think you had a quarterback that came out of BYU, if I'm correct, and you had a refrigerator.
Those days are over.
Okay, those days are over.
Those days are over.
You know what I'm saying? Didn't Mike Ditka die? You know, so so those days are over. You know, I'm just saying it's okay.
Eric, we appreciate you.
Maybe with the new stadium when they eventually get it, when they decide, stop arguing over words.
Yeah, they got some ownership problems.
Ownership problem. Yeah, coaching problem.
Well, I won't.
Definitely quarterback. They're definitely.
Caleb Williams got to go.
They're definitely.
Caleb Williams got to
go. Watch this. That's okay. The Bears are rebuilding. Beat Detroit.
Beat Detroit? We beat Detroit game 1.
That's all right. No, that's game 1. Beat them again.
Thanksgiving. Yeah, I'll have my turkey.
Yeah.
I'll have my turkey.
And I will be front and center watching that game. And I'm going to put money on Detroit to win that game.
Okay. All right.
There you have it.
Let's do it this way. Let's do another episode here. You have to come in here, bring your oxygen mask. If the Packers win, you have to be here live. Okay,
I'm coming with a mask.
All right,
I put my M3 mask on.
We'll have a nice oxygen tank for you. You know what I'm saying? We'll supply water.
No alcohol.
No alcohol.
Oh, man.
Okay, and we'll make sure he's not late, and he's not dressed like a gym teacher again.
Eric,
okay.
Appreciate you coming on the Rewind.
Absolutely.
You're welcome back anytime.
Absolutely.
And you know what? Better yet, when Brian gets fired, you might take his spot.
Nah,
you might take his
come
spot.
on. I can't take it.
Irie, man. Irie.
You know what I'm saying?
Irie.
You know what I'm saying?
I take you aluminum foil smoke to that one.
Hey, Brian, maybe we'll just dump Monty and we'll take over the show.
No, see that. Now that makes sense.
The ratings may go up.
Eric, we appreciate you. We love you. Thank you for coming on the Rewind. Right. Eric, High End Cigar manager, make some noise for him. Always a pleasure. If there's one thing I did learn tonight is to never give someone a mic who's never had a mic before. Get a little excited. Gets a little excited. He's a little antsy. He did good though. Good for ratings. So, we won't make that mistake again, Brian. No worries. We know he's a Packer fan, but we know we will not bring him back because he gets the mic and he just don't know when to stop. But that's okay. It's all good. We're switching gears.
Check this out. I'm gonna make this one little statement. He's a cheesehead. It's warm. They're gonna lose because that shit's gonna melt.
Switching gears to the NBA, and I know Haywoode knows a thing or two about the NBA, being a former player and a former official in the league. But I do know I must have this person join me because he has a really intellectual insight to the NBA. And we won't talk about him being a Kobe hater, but that will be an episode for another day. But I want to get him in here. He was here a few episodes, probably about a month or two ago. He blesses with his presence, and he's back again. He's good enough to come back because if you ain't good enough, you don't come back. But he's good enough to come back. We're getting Chad in here. Kobe hater. Chad the Kobe hater. Can we get a lower third with Chad the Kobe hater? Chad, we're here.
I'm a Kobe realist. I'm not a Kobe hater.
Look, don't open up a can of worms because you have an NBA great presence.
Oh, what? Man. Chad, what's up, brother?
Hey, good to see you,
What's
big.
good, brother? How are you?
Good, man. Always better when I see you.
Always better when you see me, right?
Yeah, well, most of the time.
Most of the time. Let's get into the NBA. Right now, the season just started. 5 games into the NBA season. Thunder at 5-0. 76ers at 4-0. Spurs at 4-0. Tyrese Maxey has been averaging over 37 points a game in his first 5 games. Giannis at 36. SGA at 34. All 3 of those players are top 5 right now scoring the NBA. Yes, we're still 5 games in, so hold the horses. But let's turn Chad the Kobe hater. I like that. I like that. That's amazing. Haywoode, let's get your perspective on this because we do know that there's a lot of exciting teams in the NBA, predominantly in the West and in the East. My opinion is the East is wide open, especially with the Knicks. Everyone has their claim to fame for them to get back to the Eastern Conference Final. I'm not sure if I'm ready to ride that horse, but we got some exciting teams in the West. OKC, we got the San Antonio Spurs. Wemby looks great. Dylan Harper looks great. The Spurs look like they're revived and resurrected again. That's always good for the NBA. But from what you've seen so far through the first 5 games, where are some teams out there that has impressed you so far with the season just beginning?
Probably Sixers right now with Maxey scoring the way he is in the backcourt they have. And I'm going to go with the team that won it last year, OKC.
Chad, I've said that, the 76ers right now, what they look, having arguably the rookie of the year in VJ. That guy is buy stock now, right?
Mm-hmm.
The only downfall for the Sixers this year is if they can't stay healthy. We do know Joel Embiid is injury prone. Paul George, sometimes you don't know if he's in the locker room doing his podcast or if he's home. I'm not sure. But when we look at the 76ers, how much of a threat do you think they could be in the East?
Well, I think last night we really saw the work that they can put in between with Tyrese and VJ. But then also they have number 30, the backup center coming in, and he played really well.
He did.
So
Kelly Oubre.
For them, they didn't even miss Joel as they came back late against Washington, but then also when they went into overtime and came back again, right? And they sealed the deal. So I think that Philly's going to make a lot of noise. I'm worried about my Knicks a little more so.
Why?
Why? Because I'm born and bred to be worried about the Knicks.
Well, losing Malcolm Brogdon didn't help.
Right.
That was a tough loss for your bench.
I was at the last preseason game, and when I saw the headlines that he decided to retire, I understood why.
All right. Well, Haywoode, I want to get your perspective on this because you've seen pretty much the game change over the last few years, especially when we talk about all these high-scoring games, teams scoring over 140 points in the NBA game. That's just absurd. The era of coaching and the era of officiating was a little bit different when you were in the league officiating. But can you explain to us what is happening with the NBA in terms of officiating, and also like what is all these high-scoring games? I mean, to give up over 140, 150 points in 4 quarters is just absurd. Can you share some perspective on what is happening with today's NBA?
Well, I would think that they take a lot more 3-pointers. So that's why you see the high numbers in scoring, and you can't hand check anymore. When I played, you can hand check. But even before me, teams were scoring at a high rate with a hand check. So I just think the players, maybe aren't as skilled as when we were back then, but they're shooting a lot of threes, and that's why you see the numbers the way they are.
I know Brian has to answer that, but I want to pick up on something that's pretty much more important and outside of the scoring and the defensive errors on the NBA, and that's the recent news of this NBA gambling investigation that's currently happening with the Federal Bureau, and it has led to some arrests of some pretty NBA former players, including Chauncey Billups, Terry Rozier of the Miami Heat, and LeBron's boy, which I won't say. But the NBA is facing a gambling crisis after a sitting head coach, a current player, and a former player were all arrested in connection with 2 federal indictments related to illegal gambling on games, rigged poker games that has some mafia ties. Now, we do know Chauncey Billups, Terry Rozier, allegedly, and Damon Jones. However, Haywoode, when we talk about this recent scandal of illegal gambling, and we know the FBI director has been really excited about this since this came out. Federal authorities have alleged that rigged poker games are backed by the Bonanno, Gambino, Genovese organized crime families, beginning early as 2019. Now, we do know Chauncey Billups has defrauded victims more out of over $50,000 to reports. And in my opinion, I believe, Chad, you probably can attest to this, it's probably gone back since before 2019. We know Adam Silver pretty much buried this thing under the rug when this first came out for Terry Rozier. Mm-hmm. He had an opportunity to make a stand on it. He didn't. Supposedly, Terry Rozier was injured for the remaining of the year, so that thing could kind of go away. But we've seen a lot of NBA
shadow banning.
So is there anything, Haywoode, you can share on us when you heard the news of this NBA investigation into gambling?
Well, the first thing I thought about was, didn't they investigate this already? Didn't they do this already? So what happened? Everybody already knows. And it already happened, and they investigated. So I don't know. Wait to see some more facts.
More evidence has got to appeal. Bryant, what's your take on this when you first heard the news? Because you've been pretty much a dominant advocate for the NBA having some type of illegal play going on, especially with some players just betting on themselves, according to FanDuel. What was your reaction to the news?
My thing is that they've been gambling in games since I was a baby. This is nothing new. But to me, in my opinion, this is nothing but a smokescreen of what's really going on. They know the deal. Everyone knows what's going on. Everyone is betting on games. College, high school, pros, it doesn't matter. Making big news, like it was big news when Michael Jordan was doing it. It was big news when other players was doing it back in the 80s or in the 70s when they was doing it. Everyone's doing it. It's just that simple. College players are doing it. They just can't nitpick and pick out one person and saying that they're doing it. Let's not be fooled here about the manipulation and the shifts that's going on in this country. Just can't bring this out right now. Now everybody's like, whoa, well, what's going on?
I'm not sure what's worse, your connection or the Bears record. Can't figure it out.
Look, they look, check this out. They said Chauncey Billups is the king of the gambling. I'm like, really?
Chauncey Billups.
Chauncey Billups. Chauncey Billups. I don't know. Chad, what's your take on this?
I mean, one, we know it's just a big distraction, right?
Correct.
Right. It's really just a big distraction for other grander things that
are going on in the country.
That people don't want to discuss.
Nope.
Right. So they find a tool, they find some flashy names. They know that how the colloquial right? They know who's what to do, right? They know how big sports are in our lives. So they know if they can get us a big juicy sports story, and may kind of distract. Right, so kind of led into a whole thing. Come on, it's real low. Chauncey Billups. I've never heard one bad thing about Chauncey Billups
ever,
like literally
in the
ever.
league,
and like not one time, right?
Yeah.
And then they picked the kid, Scary Terry, where they knew they were ready.
He was already in hot water.
Yeah, with an old case, right? Something crazy. And then Damon Jones. The funny part is, nobody was surprised to hear Damon Jones' name. Like
no.
If any name,
you already know what he's about.
If you would have told me find 20 players that would be involved in this, he would have been like in the top 3. Because I know, but I also know that LeBron blocked them immediately.
He is no longer a part of the clutch group.
He is no longer
kicked out the group chat.
They took the hoodie and everything.
Well, Chauncey Billups walked outside the courthouse.
That was Damon Jones' old hoodie. That was Damon Jones' old hoodie that he took.
Haywoode, let's get your quick pick. Who is your prediction? I know we're 6 games into the season, I should say. But give us your quick pick for who's in the finals and who's taking it home for this upcoming year's championship. Yeah, you're in the hot seat.
OKC, Cleveland.
Oh, Cleveland coming out the East?
Out the East.
Oklahoma City back-to-back?
Oklahoma City back-to-back.
Oh, shit.
So,
Chad?
The Cleveland one threw me.
Yeah, that's true.
The Cleveland one threw me. I mean,
but they disappointed me last year against Indiana.
I don't, and that's why.
Injuries. I mean, Kenny Atkinson winning Coach of the Year last year.
Injuries.
It always comes down to Allen, the center. When he's on
Jared
point,
Allen,
when Jared Allen is balling and he's getting his double doubles and like starts to having those flurries of blocks when he has those stretches where he averages 5 blocks a game. He's an X factor. But Spider wants it. Right, we know
he does.
Right, but it's bad because he wants it, but he's not doing it where he really wants to be. So I don't know if that's gonna play a factor as the season goes on.
Yeah, one thing I will say about Spider, he showed up against Indiana.
Oh no, 100%.
He did his part. I mean, if you had a healthy Darius Garland, that helps things. Mm-hmm. If you have a healthy Evan Mobley, that helps things. They play well. I mean, Kenny Atkinson won Coach of the Year last year.
Yeah.
I mean, the East is wide open, so I can't disagree with Haywood's pick for Cleveland to come out of the East. I mean, it's the Knicks' season to lose because all the pressure is on the Knicks. Everyone wants them to win. Mike Brown coming in, taking over for Tom Thibodeau. I mean, it's not an easy task. I would like to see the Knicks get back to the Eastern Conference Final, but I also would love them to lose again. I want to lose again. Haywoode, let's get you got something special coming up in December with the HBCU Invitational. A little bit of background from December 4th to December 7th. It will be there from your partners at Florida Blue Health Solutions. It's going to be an interesting thing that's getting ready to take place there in Florida. You have, HBCU basketball accounts for over 50% of a graduation rate, 7 current WNBA players, 351 NBA players, and 20 Hall of Famers. Give us a little bit of the background to this and what's getting ready to come from Orlando, Florida at the ESPN Worldwide of Sports.
So a little background is I went to Winston-Salem State and played football and basketball there. So I always had that, that experience for HBCUs. And so in my journey through, I transitioned from playing to refereeing. I never saw HBCUs go to the Maui Invitational. So I said, once I retire, that's what I want to do. Now, before I retire, Chris Paul has his, Michael B. Jordan done one. There's one in Charlotte, the BCIC, but there's nothing been at Disney before like this. So I have 8 teams. We have a substitute just this past week. Cheney pulled out, and we replaced them with Livingstone College. So it's Livingstone College, Barber Scotia, Hampton, and Tuskegee. And you have Florida A&M, Bethune-Cookman, Florida Memorial, and Edward Waters, all taking place at ESPN Wide World of Sports. 4 men, 4 women teams.
What are some of the things you're looking forward to in December when this thing kicks off from Orlando, Florida, your hometown?
Well, I'm in Tampa, but Disney's just on the other side of I-4. So what I'm looking forward to is some incredible competition, where we can celebrate this culture, these athletes, and find them some resources to help, the schools and the programs out. It's going to be big.
Well, if you're looking for a broadcaster and a color commentary guy, I think you have your match. Just saying, FYI. I mean, I'm not putting in my job resume, but I can if necessary. I don't know the setup, but I'm just saying.
If you can get hired by Disney, I think we got you.
Monty, just real quick. I mean, I saw the slate of games. I saw the teams that are there. So as a proud HBCU graduate of the national treasure, Morgan State University in Baltimore, Maryland, I have to pick my MEAC brothers of FAMU to really show up and show out that weekend.
Oh man.
I think, Chad, you should be pushing really hard to talk to somebody at Morgan to get them in for next year. I think you should push.
I will. Oh. When you were saying that there was a substitute, I was like,
we know a team.
Yeah.
I know a guy.
So push really hard for that, and then just come on down. Matter of fact, why don't you come this year so you can see it, and then you can tell Morgan State, hey, we got to get in.
Mm-hmm. I'll see if I can get that permission slip signed.
All right. But no, it's to generate some resources for scholarships, promote academic success, student achievement, leadership development, and to pipeline, into the workforce for these schools. These resources go towards, the educational tools that they lack and they need to help them graduate. So I look to have something incredible this December 4th through the 7th at ESPN Wide World of Sports. Awesome. And our slogan December, see what we see. Come see what we see. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well, in that case, you know what I see?
What'd you say?
I see a lot of college head coaches getting a lot of buyouts to sit at home. And when we talk about college buyouts, we talk about Christmas came early, and that's for LSU. This past weekend, they lost 49-25 against number 3 Texas A&M. What a great way to send Brian Kelly on his way home. If you didn't know, Brian Kelly was bought out, I should say, from LSU and getting paid a lot of money, $54 million. This guy is getting paid $800,000 a month to stay home until 2031. Until 2031, this guy's getting $800,000 a month.
Let LSU know. I'll do it for half of that.
Hey, man, look, Brian's sitting right there on the sideline. He's ready to go.
Brian, you coaching now?
He's getting 800,000 a month or whatever it may be, and I'm sitting over here getting $800 a month just sitting around, driving around and doing my thing. That is a bunch of bullshit. I'm like, I know me being a head coach for over 23 years and won several championships. I don't care what level it's on. I coached in college and high school. I can do 10 times better than this guy, blindfolded.
So I don't know. I think we're in a new era where school presidents, administration departments, they don't make the decisions anymore in terms of hiring the head coach. We turn to donors now.
Wait, what did you hear? That the governor said that the AD.
He said the AD will not make the next head coaching choice. The governor.
Imagine
the governor coming in and be like, you crazy? You're not. And he's still employed.
Like,
why is he fired?
Phil Murphy replacing Shiano?
I mean, Rutgers is trash. I don't know what Rutgers is doing, but how is that possible? I mean, this is the same AD that is responsible for two major firings, two major buyouts, and yet he is still employed. How is that possible?
They did Coach Old dirty.
They did. Coach Orgeron should still be coaching.
That's what they did.
I mean, Brian Kelly was garbage at Notre Dame, didn't take them to where they were the heights of what Coach Freeman has them right now.
He was chasing cheeks of the donuts' wives. That was his that was his downfall.
Went to LSU in 2022. He basically gave a big middle finger to Notre Dame,
100%.
And then it turned out to be a disaster. No
like
college
everywhere else that he goes.
I mean, he's just not good.
No
college football final appearances. He hasn't took LSU to the promised land of what Coach Orgeron did with LSU, and that's winning a national championship. Fans in Baton Rouge are pissed off.
And the red flag was there from the beginning. When he signed with LSU, 0 assistants came with him. Like literally,
I need his agent.
I
need his agent.
No, when you're a head coach and you get a big time job like this,
you bring your people with you,
and no one wants to come with you.
One of his own staff.
Like no one. Like everybody was like, nah, I'm good.
We're good.
I don't want no po' boys. I don't want no gumbo. I'm good. I don't want none of that.
Yeah,
I'm gonna stay in Indiana. Come on.
LSU will have to figure things out if they want to close out the season on a good note. We have Ole Miss, number 8, Bryant. Shame on us. I'm not ready to apologize to Lane Kiffin and Ole Miss just yet, but they did have an impressive win on the road, 34-26 over Oklahoma. We all picked Oklahoma to win at home. Damn, were we wrong. Bryant, we know the rumors out there surrounding Lane Kiffin potentially being the next Florida head coach, potentially being the next LSU head coach. We do know that Lane Kiffin has some ties at LSU, and we do know that the money is going to be pretty high to get Lane Kiffin to go to either schools. If you want Lane Kiffin, you're probably going to have to make him, you will have to make him the highest paid college football coach in the country, but I don't think he's just that good enough. Resume-wise, he hasn't done anything to earn that, to be the $14, $15 million guy a year. I mean, his track record isn't that much impressive. I mean, no national championships, although he was a part of the Saban tree when Alabama was winning national championships as the offensive coordinator. But what's your take on Ole Miss getting a win on the road?
I don't know what's going on with OU, man. They just been struggling the past couple of weeks. It's just that at one point they look like a complete dominant front seven that I've ever seen, and now it's like they're exhausted. Like I'm like, oh, what is the deal? So you're giving up 34 points to Ole Miss, but yet you were that dominant the first 4 weeks of the season. Maybe they have to be injured. They had some. Give up 34 points against Ole Miss. Lane, I don't think he's that great of a coach. I don't think he's done anything dumb. I think he's basically he's the prostitute of coaching, that he just go around and just win some games at each program, and then basically he's just pimping himself to get a higher payer salary because he hasn't done anything. He hasn't won anything. So I'm like, well, what are we doing here? So it's in my opinion, he needs to stay put and prove himself. And to where he can actually get because we haven't seen him yet in the playoffs.
We haven't seen him win in big time games either.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm just anti-Mississippi. so I'm cool. I'm cool with them having a good coach and him leaving. So anything that can leave Mississippi right now, just kind of I'm in a good space. I wish that he would come. I mean, it's not a consideration, but if he would look at that Penn State job, that would be. But for him specifically,
why leave Ole Miss?
Why leave Ole Miss for Penn State? Because that's a job where he's never going to be on the hot. It'll take a much longer time for him to be on the hot seat again. Because after what Franklin, he's going to bring excitement that they haven't had.
Anywhere Kiffin goes, he's going to bring. He's got excitement in Ole Miss right now, and right now Ole Miss is college football playoff eligible, and I do believe if they can win on out that they can be a top 12 team in the country to get in for the college football playoff. Now, I don't know how far they can go, but beating Oklahoma this past Saturday is a start. And I will go on a hot take and say Ole Miss will make the playoff.
They should make the playoff. They have the talent. He has the really requisite relationship with the quarterback.
Yes.
And that obviously means a lot, especially in the college game, that he knows where to put the ball. He understands the system. But I think that I think that the brighter the lights get,
the harder they fall.
Yeah, the brighter the lights get. I mean, that's why I said the Penn State thing, but we'll get into that another time.
No problem.
Right, but I just don't trust.
I don't trust him either.
Yeah, I don't trust him.
I don't trust him. Well, until you be the king of the SEC.
I don't trust the program because it's like a resurgent program. So this is like,
well, he has resurrected.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But they're getting to that point where they're there.
They're not just there yet.
Right.
Yeah. They gotta beat Georgia. They gotta beat Alabama. They gotta beat Bryant, our favorite team, Vanderbilt. And they got to win an SEC title, which I just don't know if they're going to get this year. But they should be a college.
Can't wait to see that Ole Miss Indiana playoff matchup.
Yeah, he's not going to beat. He's not going to beat Kurt Signetti. He's just not going to beat Signetti. He's just not. He's not. That's what he is. But it's just what it is. But he's not beating Indiana. He's just not going to do it.
B, you think Kurt's going to stick around in Indiana?
Of course.
Yeah, absolutely. $98 million. He's set for life. I wouldn't leave that program because basically he's put the stamp on being the guy that basically has turned that program from the death to the frontier. And they gave him the keys. They probably put a Signetti Street, a name, red and white on the streets. So while he come into the stadium, he's got that school on lock, and there's no reason to be a prostitute anywhere else. $98 million. Guess what? I will open my legs to any damn body and give me $98 million. Let's go, baby. Let's go.
They can finally stop showing Antoine Randall L highlights.
Well, Brian, we don't need you selling no booty on the corner to get a job. I mean, Signetti is the third highest paid college coach in the league
right now.
Because if you do it for $98 million, you may even do it for $98.
You might. Yeah, look, Brian, don't sell your soul to the devil, man. It's not worth it. It's not worth it.
Hey, Brian, they might snatch that hat off.
Yeah, and snatch that wig right off.
Hey, look, the Jamaicans, they need that part of that $98 million. I give up half to repair that country. It's just, they gonna say, hey, go ahead, turn up, baby, twerk, do whatever you gotta do.
Let's pray for Jamaica.
Hard pivot.
Hard hurricane
pivot. Number 17, Vanderbilt. Taking care of business, Bryant, who's been probably one of the most exciting teams this year in college football, 17-10 over number 15, Missouri. Vanderbilt, as long as they keep playing the way they're playing, I can see them getting to an SEC title. And we have Michigan taking care of business this past Saturday over our little brothers, Michigan State, 31-20. Go blue. But upcoming games, look out for this Saturday, gentlemen. We have number 9, Vanderbilt against Texas, who has been mediocre this year, but I'm still taking Vanderbilt this upcoming Saturday. Let's ride with Vanderbilt. Let's go. Number 18, Oklahoma versus number 14, Tennessee. Tennessee's looking for a bounce-back game. I don't know if Oklahoma loses 2 games in a row, but this is a true road game for them going into hostile territory in Tennessee. I'm taking Tennessee at home over Oklahoma. That front 5, that front 6, and that front 7, they just haven't been as explosive as we've seen them to start the year, and that's getting to the quarterback. Give me Tennessee over Oklahoma. Agree?
Yeah, I agree.
USC versus Nebraska. I like USC on the road. Nebraska just isn't there yet. We do know that their head coach has already started to flirt and prostitute his way for the job at Penn State. We don't know if Matt Rule's going to get it, being a former Penn State alum, but we shall see. I'm taking USC Nebraska. We agree?
I agree.
We agree. All right, so Chad,
that's how you know nobody cares about a game.
Nah, that's how you know nobody cares.
that wait time was way too big, especially because we know Matt Rule is on his way out the door.
He's on his way out the door. He's aiming for that Penn State job. He's going to get it any momentarily. But before you go, I want to just say thank you. You have been a very big advocate of this rewind journey, and you've always given me some tough love, some critique, criticism, you show love to us on all our social media platforms. He is one of the viewers that watches every week, Eric. Okay, one of the three. And, we won't just get into why you're a Kobe hater tonight. But
hold on. This is my first time on the show. I need to know.
Haywood, fun fact. Haywood, fun fact, right? So we do know the greatest NBA players of all time. You know that better than probably the both of us combined. He's got Kobe Bryant on his all-time GOAT list at number 12.
He's 3.
I have a problem with that when he has Isaiah Thomas ahead of him at 8.
We revisited that.
So explain to Haywood, why do you have Kobe that high in the all-time?
So just put it out there. For months, I've had an assignment for my brother Monty.
No, he hasn't.
To find one list before 2019 that had Kobe Bryant listed in the top.
We
10
don't care
all time.
about the list.
Right?
We care about facts.
One time, because for me, everybody that says Kobe is top 5 or whatever, it's all emotion, right? And it typically, none of them even saw. They grew up on SpongeBob. There's nobody that has really grown up, in the age of the 80s that really has.
Why?
One.
Why is he 12? Why?
He's not 12. I came to
11.
I came to 10.
10. That's still not good enough.
Because
why 10?
I absolutely have Larry Bird over him.
I have him over Larry, and I'm the first.
So wait, Haywood. So let's put him on the hot seat. Give us the top 10.
Are you ready now?
Where Kobe lands at 10.
All right. So I'm not.
No.
You want me to do order? I'm not doing order.
10.
I'm not doing
Order.
My order? No.
Yeah, your order. Yes, your order.
All right. MJ, Bron, Shaq.
At 3. Oh, my God.
Right. I got Kareem.
4.
Magic.
5.
Tim Duncan.
6.
Where are we? Larry Bird.
7. Steph? You love
Steph?
Steph?
Yeah, no, absolutely Steph.
Steph at 8. Problem number 1.
Impact. Steph
Problem number 1.
Steph on impact.
Who's at 9?
Oh, gosh. Wait, did I say Kareem?
You did. He's at 4.
Wilt
Chamberlain at 9, and then Kobe Bryant at 10.
Yeah.
Now, Haywood, can you explain to him why that's a problem? Can you explain to him why is it a problem?
I don't have Kobe at 10. I got Kobe at 7.
7.
I wish I could drop this mic.
I would debate the both of you right now if I had the time, but I don't. Because it is a disrespect to have Kobe Bryant at number 10 all time. You can't convince me. You can't convince me otherwise.
Haywood, when Monty told me I don't really want to have Haywood on, I said, no, he's a good man because he makes sensible points. You just showed how good of a sensible point that you can make. That rational. I can understand 7. Even though you won't find a list.
So Haywood, give me your top 6 with Kobe at 7. In order.
Top 6?
Yes, with Kobe at 7, give me your order.
My order. Point guard is Magic, Mike, Bron. I have Wilt and Russell together. I have them together. They go together.
You can't come.
It's either that or push
you have to, because Russell has the championships, but Wilt kicked his butt. He kicked his butt. And then I got Shaq and Kobe.
So you don't have Larry in your top 10? How?
Not at 7. He has Kobe at 7.
Kobe at 7.
Maybe afterward.
No, Larry.
I got Bird in my top 10.
He said he got Bird in his top 10. Okay.
So
4
I promise
is
you.
Kareem, and I got Kareem in there. So Wilt, like I said, Wilt and Russell came together. Kareem is he's my GOAT.
Okay, Kareem's your GOAT. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that.
I'll go with that.
This guy has LeBron as his GOAT. That's the problem number 1.
Yeah.
That's problem. That's why Kobe's at that. Now I see why Kobe's at 10. Because you got LeBron at 1. That's part of the problem.
It's not part of.
That's part of the problem.
He's still above. He's still above no matter what. He's not moving.
I got Kareem as a GOAT just from this analogy, is that I have never seen a player win 3 national titles, maybe 4, and then win in the NBA. Nobody's ever done that. You know, their record is unbelievable.
Great John Wooden.
So think of
throughout his
this.
career.
Think of this.
It's phenomenal.
The player with the ball 90% of the time should be the leading scorer. Kareem got the rebound, outlet pass, ran down the court, you passed it to him, he scored, and basically dominated the league off of one shot.
Okay.
Yeah. No
Off
question.
of one shot. And didn't play his freshman year. And didn't play his freshman year in college.
Yeah, college.
We don't have to talk about this anymore.
Andy.
I promise.
So if you got the ball 90% of the time, you're supposed to be the all-time leading scorer.
I promise, Haywood, I want to bring you back. I just want the three of us, me, you, and Chad, Bryant, he can be the referee of this. And let's just have this dance. Kobe at 10 is blasphemy.
Where do you have him?
Yes. It's not about me right now. It's not about me right now.
That's how you know he knows it's emotional.
Because,
he don't want to disappoint you in your face.
Look, at the end of the day, Kobe borderline is number 6 for me. Border. I mean, if you don't have Kobe Bryant in your top 5, I'm not saying that's a problem, but it's a problem. Just off. And second, like you having LeBron as the greatest player of all time, that just blows me. I mean,
Pause.
the guys lost.
I'm with you on that, Monty. I'm with you on that one.
I can tear you a new one with your GOAT alone, but I will save you the carnage because I'm gonna have the 3 of us, the 4 of us. And matter of fact, I want Eric too because he knows a lot about 80s, 90s basketball, and we're gonna do this thing the right way.
Absolutely.
We're gonna do just an episode on
why you're wrong about Kobe
at 10 versus why he needs to be at 6, 5, 4, 3. Okay, but that's for another day.
Keep going because you wanted to say one.
I love you. I love you. Thank you for coming. Appreciate it. Chad, High End member, Kobe Bryant hater. Where's Todd? Is Todd here?
I'm still here.
We're almost closing this thing out, so it'd be best you get here. Todd is a tennis Hall of Famer. He's a former professional player. He's been coaching tennis for over 40 years, Bryant. I don't know how many titles he has, but we did have the pleasure of having a Democratic nominee for Lieutenant Governor Dale Caldwell on. And when I brought up the name Todd Sherman, he knew exactly who he was. Todd?
Hello, Monty. How are
Part of the D9, Kappa fraternity in the house, incorporated.
Nope. Yo.
Can't go far. Todd,
Hey, Todd, I need you to get to D9.
South Carolina State graduate.
Todd, I need you to get to
HBCU?
D9 all the way down to Orlando, Florida this December.
From Miami, Florida.
Okay. Okay.
Oh, man. Well, what I will say is I'm not sure if you are a fan of like hot takes.
Yes, I am.
You are. So every week we are it's kind of a gift and a curse where Bryant does his weekly hot take. Sometimes it can be good. Sometimes it can be bad. And then there's other times it can be ugly. I can't promise you what he's going to say.
Okay.
I can't promise you what he's going to do. But it's time for this week's edition of Coach Bryant's Hot Take on Rewind, episode 38.
Fellas, I'm amazed at the fact that the NCAA just sit behind that desk and come up with a bunch of bullshit for these players and what they can and cannot do. And I've sat there and watched it practically almost 30 to 40 years. And with them coming up with the rule now that college players can bet on pro basketball or pro games, period, while they're in college, while they earn an NIL, I think it's just opening up a trap. Get caught up in the same freaking things that's going on in here now with the pro game, with officiating. I think it's going to open up the gate with college players basically betting on themselves as well, like Temple did last year with throwing games. I don't think any betting should be going on at all with any players, but this is just remained to be seen yet. I don't think this need to be going on. I think it's a bad idea. I'm just totally against it. Now more than I did when I was playing, and quite obviously is more than Haywoode made when he was playing. This is out of control, and it's a wild, wild damn West right now, and it's just unbelievable of how many things that they just throwing out, and it's just like a free fall. Like the country's in a damn free fall to do anything and everything they can do in order for them to make a dollar, and the betting is just out of line. And that's just my hot take with it. I didn't have these opportunities. That's just something that's just going to create some problems for these players later on down the line, especially when they do become pro. That's it.
Todd, I will give you first crack at this because we've already seen the NCAA and pretty much doing something that hasn't been done, and that's allowing professional G League players come back to go to college with college eligibility. We know Louisville has been one of the teams that has started this chaos and circus. But what's your take on now that college players being able to legally gamble?
I think that's a problem. It's when you're in college, whatever sport you're playing, I think the whole NIL, I agree with them getting paid money to play, but to be able to bet and do different things like that, that's going to open up a can of worms that I think in the long run is going to be a big problem that they're not going to be able to contain. And I don't agree with it at all. And I think that it's something that they need to get a hold of right now. Hopefully they'll put some reins on that, but if they don't, it's going to open up a can of worms that they're not going to be able to contain.
Haywoode?
I would agree. I would agree. It's bad when you can bet on games, period, as a player. It's just bad. So I would agree.
Yeah, I don't know who the hell, what they was thinking. It's something behind it. It's got to be something behind it. You went from Temple last year and them getting sanctions and getting in trouble from betting on their own games or throwing games to other players getting caught up. So now you just collectively came up with some ideas to say, hey, let the players bet on the sport, on the pro basketball and the pro football games. Let them, have access to FanDuel and all the rest of it. It's those guys. FanDuel is getting paid from it, and all these other ones that's getting paid from it. And then Monty, I know you guys know how to, because you bet on the games, but I never do it. I bet on the stock market. You guys play on
No way,
FanDuel.
no how, no. I just no. Whoa. I just advise. I advise Thursday night football locks. I advise. I don't gamble. No shot.
You got to put that out there. What's the other DraftKings and the rest of them?
ESPN bet.
They're making so much money. The more people that can bet, the more money they're making, and it's a big money machine. Especially when 47 is in there. Now everything is like a whole big ass slot machine. Is just basically can go, and you can instead of pulling. Dorm room. That is completely screwed up for me personally as a coach and as an athlete.
So, Bryant, the saying is, if you're going to tell it all, right? So you don't have any hand in the pot from last year's men's basketball Final Four on a very hot 3 parlay and it cashed out?
Hey, look, let me tell you something. You brought me into that. I didn't press a button. FanDuel. I couldn't. You tell me, I send you the money, and I go like this. But I tell you one thing, I can tell you how to get on Charles Schwab. I can tell you how to run the option. I can tell you what's the next best stock tip. That's my betting right there. Because I got control over it. I ain't got control over these players sitting there missing a shot on purpose. I don't have no control over that. But I tell you what, I can listen, I can do research, and I know exactly what to do, and I can ride that. You can't ride out a basketball game, football game for 3 years. It's just whatever happens and whatever they do, if they decide to go out of bounds and 1 yard short and you lose your ass, that's what they're banking on. And I don't trust that type of betting myself. And I don't do it often with you. I only do it like once a year, and that's it.
I know.
And plus, I'm not a coach. I mean, I'm not coaching right now, and I'm not a player. Good.
I'll see you this upcoming year for the NCAA tournament. We'll get our bets together and we'll strike gold once again. It's this week's edition of the Rewind of the Week. Ty, I need you to sit here and I need you to critique me on my top 5 right now. So don't be biased. I want you to be honest. All right.
Okay.
Don't be biased. Be honest.
All right.
Is it time for this week's edition of Rewind of the Week? And I'm not sure how it's going to go. Let's go. This week's episode of Rewind of the Week is my top 5 after week 8. And yes, I know the list is flossy. So my top 5 through week 8, I got the Colts at 1. I got the Patriots at 2. The Green Bay Packers that slid in there at 3. Lions at 4. Broncos at 5. Do you agree with this 5? Is it a good 5?
It's a good 5.
It's a good 5?
It's a good 5.
That's all I needed to hear. I mean, do I have to break down why the Colts are at number 1? They're 7-1. They have the hottest offense in the NFL. Jonathan Taylor just been finding the end zone week after week, rushing over 100 yards. Daniel Jones has resurrected his career from the New York Giants. And what?
Jonathan Taylor MVP right now.
We're not talking about that right now. Patriots at number 2, 6-2. First time at 6-2 in a long time. Number 1 in the AFC East. Arguably one of the best teams in football. Drake May's having an MVP year, breaking records week after week. We got the Green Bay Packers at 3. Why? I mean, Micah Parsons, you saw what he did 2 weeks ago against the Arizona Cardinals. Basically saved the game and closed the game out. The Packers have the defense that they had in 2009. We know what that 2009 roster looked like. And right now, offensively, there's nobody in the league when having Watson on the field to spread things out offensively, seeing Jordan Love do what he do, and that's throwing touchdowns and winning ball games. Detroit at 4. Yes, they are on a bye this week. Yes, they are returning next week. And John Morton and his offensive coordinator for the Detroit Lions has one of the best offenses in the NFL after Ben Johnson departing, going to Chicago. Chicago's got a lot of things to figure out, but nobody's stopping Jamar Gibbs. No one's stopping David Montgomery when those guys are healthy. A great offensive line, and Amari St. Brown doing the damn thing as they always do in Detroit. Dan Campbell, that's a team to watch out for in the NFC. Agree? I mean, I got to keep Denver at 5. I had Denver there last week. Yes, Denver had an impressive week after putting up 33 points in a single quarter against the New York Giants. Fast forward to a week later, they beat the Dallas Cowboys, putting up 44 on those Dow asses, and they were able to get a win. Sean Payton, this team's got Denver rolling since when? Peyton Manning was there since when? Gary Kubiak was offensive coordinator. We shall see. Denver at 5. Now, I know the list will change next week, but don't be biased. I'm not biased. Agree?
Agree.
Well, let's get to the flip side to it. Is the MLB World Series update. If you didn't know, the Toronto Blue Jays, I know Chris is somewhere cheering right now because the Blue Jays are up, kicking ass right now, up 6-1, bottom of the 9th. They will now take a 3-2 series lead going back home to Toronto. Now, we do know that coming into the series, LA was a high favorite. Everyone had them to win. Shohei Ohtani has had just pretty much the best career any player could have this past season. I mean, he arguably had one of the best games I've ever saw, throwing 7 innings strong, throwing 10 strikeouts, hitting 3 home runs in the same game. I mean, that's just absurd. We haven't seen that in a long time. But right now, the Dodgers are down 6-1, and I'm just not sure because we've never seen the Dodgers in this position in a very long time, and that's to come back to win. They're now going to be down 3-2 going back to Toronto. What do you think? Is it over for the Dodgers, or this thing is going 7?
It's done. It's done. That's it. Toronto, they're looking good. They're hitting. They are hitting, and if you can hit in baseball, you will win. And that's that.
We've seen a pretty much clean sweep for the Dodgers throughout this MLB playoffs, and this is the first time we've seen in this postseason that the Dodgers are now having to fight out of a corner to come out on top. And you know, it's just been they just went, you know, over 16 innings a few games ago, then to fly to LA. I mean, that's a lot of fatigue. And right now, Dave Roberts is scratching his head on how are we going to beat this Toronto Blue Jays team. I mean, we do know that the Dodgers can hit, but we've never seen the Dodgers come back from behind in this capacity because Toronto can pitch.
Yep. And they're playing at home.
Whew. Safe to say it's over?
Yes.
Well, Dodgers fans, thank you for coming out. Enjoy your offseason, and God bless. It's time for Floss and Moss, our last segment of the night. Let's get into it, Chris. Bryant, our favorite time of the season is returning, and that's coming up this upcoming week. The return of the 2025 NCAA college men's basketball season, tipping off officially on November the 3rd. Now, I know it's preseason. Everyone has their AP top 5 out. Everyone has their pre-prediction AP top 25 out. But with this 5 right here, I cannot be mad at it, with Purdue being ranked number 1, Houston at 2, Florida at 3, UConn at 4, and St. John's at 5. I know Michigan just took care of St. John's on Saturday night at the Garden. So I'm okay with this 5. I mean, to come out to start, Bryant, we do know what Purdue can do. We've seen them make some noise and get to the tournament. Houston losing to Florida. I probably will put Florida at 2. Actually, I'm going to change that. I will put Florida at 1. They're the defending national champion. They deserve to be at 1. I will put Houston at 2, Purdue at 3, and then UConn at 4. Fifth spot, I can kind of go around. You can say Duke, you can say St. John's, but we're back for this upcoming year of college basketball. You excited?
I'm excited. This is going to change about 15 times before you get a final. It's a nice looking group. It looks great, but it's going to be somebody completely different. And, but I would definitely have Florida at number 1 since they're the reigning champs from last year. And then Houston at 2.
Haywood?
No, that's. I would agree with you, B, on that. But I don't so much watch college basketball because they're all trying to get to the pros. So I watch more pro than I do college.
Well, in the college game, they don't give up 140 points either. They don't do that. They don't do that. They play defense in college, so it'll be an interesting upcoming year. Todd, I'm putting you on a hot seat right now. You are a former professional tennis athlete. You've been coaching over 40 years. Give me your best male tennis player and your best woman tennis player right now in the world.
Novak Djokovic, number 1 player of all time, the GOAT, hands down, and Serena Williams.
I can't
argue with that. I can't argue with that.
Haywood, before we sign off on episode 38 live from High End Cigars, is there any final things you want to say where the people can support you? We know you got the HBCU Invitational coming up in December. Where can folks find you on social media and support?
They can find us at hbcuhoops.org. You can find us on IG and Facebook, LinkedIn at HBCU Hoops Invitational. And please go to our website, check it out, and see what we see.
Appreciate you. Bryant, any last remarks before we sign off episode 38?
Yeah, I just want to give a shout out to VJ for the Sixers, man. The hit that's years on the generator while his mom was putting in that work to support him in his basketball future. If we rewind when we did a show, and I said that was the best player in that draft with VJ. He's a phenomenal player, man. It's the sky's the limit with him. And for someone to live off a generator for 7 years, that is a serious grind. And the cost of running that generator, that's phenomenal. And I'm hoping this young man he definitely got a big fan from myself that I got to go out and buy his jersey and all kind of things. That's those type of stories I like to see.
Absolutely. Todd?
I just think that I agree with that, and that's a phenomenal story, and the fact that he was able to do that, and I'm gonna support him as well.
Final remarks.
This has been great. I'm happy to be here, Monty. We finally got a little something, and hopefully, I'll be back in the future to talk more about tennis and some other things that are going on. But
anytime. Thank you. So. Let's get out of here first before we start clapping. If you haven't, please subscribe to our YouTube channel at @TheRewind_GSC3, as well as follow us on all our social media platforms at @TheRewind_GSC3. I want to give a special thank you to the owners, Mr. Karen and Mr. Anthony, for opening doors for allowing me to come in here to do the Rewind live from High End Cigars in Scotch Plains, New Jersey. To the members, to the people that have been riding with us since the start of the beginning, you know who you are. My mom is here. Hello, mother. Appreciate you. We have Victoria. She's not here. Go Crimson Tide. She would shoot me if I didn't say go Crimson Tide. So Star is here. Mia's here. Giles Shipley. Thank you to my beautiful, terrible Jets brother who is in the same division. It's always a pleasure to kick that ass 2 games every year. Greg Sneeze in the house. To Chad, the biggest Kobe hater ever. To my big brother, my OG, my mentor, Mr. Anthony. Appreciate you, Ant. I love you. And as you say, when a person's words don't align with their actions, they're just what? Just words, full of shit. To Eric, the High End Cigars manager, to my godfather, Jeff, I love you. Appreciate you taking the time. To his brother, beautiful brother, he's brought Julio, who probably should give Chaz some type of punishment for having Kobe at number 10. So it's been an honor. Be well, be safe, be blessed in the great words of Greg. Signing off episode 38. We love you. Thank you for all your love and support. Monty Moss, Todd Sherman, Bryant Garvin, Haywoode Workman. Signing off. We'll see you guys next week. Same time as always, 9 o'clock Eastern time on YouTube. And as I always say, go Blue Jays.
Go Blue Jays.
Let's go!
I was checking out the scouting report, and I don't see nothing but bums. You and your whole entire world know that I am the one. You and your squad ain't got nothing for me. Your organization is looking stressed, and now that you haters is running from me, I know that you see that I'm highly blessed.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Yeah, we live with your boy Coach G. Yeah, we live with your boy Monty.
You and your squad ain't got nothing for me. Your organization is looking stressed, and now that you haters is running from me.